Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to 19 Miles. Okay, come on. How's everyone doing? Good. Some of you are reading. I'd like to point out, if you're not reading, there's a nice little leaflet on your seat. A few, spread around a little bit. Welcome to 19 Miles to Music Row is what it says. I'm not going to read it all to you. I think y'all can read it, right? But there's some things I do want to point out. Join the 19 Miles Insiders group. That's going to give you emails and let you know when things are happening. Typically, we're the first Tuesday of the month, as we are tonight. And we do have, on the third paragraph, another event on the 159th anniversary of the Battle of Franklin. We're doing 19 Miles Presents. And it's the Soldier's Song. How many of y'all were here last year for the Soldier's Song? It's going to be very similar, except it's going to be at the historic sanctuary, so historic church. And it's going to be very, very memorable. But we do ask you to go ahead and get your tickets so we know how many people are coming and we can get everything ready and be ready for you. All right, sound good? First off, we do want to go ahead and thank our sponsors. That would be you. We are completely donation-driven, so there is a box in the back for you to donate. There's also a QR code. You can pay just like we do with everything else in the world with a credit card, and we appreciate that, and you help keep us moving forward, and we'll go ahead and get our songwriters on stage and ready to rock and roll. I think we're doing rock and roll tonight, right? Yeah? Okay. We'll introduce those in just a minute. Don't look... the songwriters, they're kind of picky about you watching them get on a stool. I don't know. I don't understand it. So is everyone having a good time? Yeah. This is a very busy music week, and it's CMA week. So the CMA Awards are tomorrow night. All of our writers here tonight are not up for an award that I'm aware of this year, but next year, right? Correct. Next year? Okay. We're gonna do that for next year, maybe 2 years. It takes a couple years sometimes, but we appreciate, in all seriousness, we appreciate y'all being here. We appreciate our writers being here because without the both of you, this would not happen. And this is one of the premier events in Franklin. So thank you for being here. I'm Ronnie Leftwich. If I haven't met you yet, hi, I'm Ronnie. I am the news director at WAKM 950. You can hear me every single day of the week if you would like to hear my voice over and over and over. I do like to talk, and they give me a microphone. I just don't get it, All right, some of you know me. Okay, good. So without further ado, let's go ahead and introduce our writers. Down on the end with a keyboard. Now, I didn't know you play keyboard. All right. You do a little bit of everything. All right. Jolene Dixon. So... Jolene, I've known you for a while. You didn't remember where you knew me from, but that's okay. That's okay. I had an Instagram photo that went almost viral, posting you playing on the back porch with, do y'all know Daniel McGinley? Yeah. He was playing bass for her that night, and that was a lot of fun. I think he plays with you sometimes?
Yeah. Got a nice little trio.
And how do you know Daniel?
We've known each other since we were like 5 years old at Grassland Elementary.
So you're from here in Franklin?
I'm one of those unicorns.
All right. And you just got off tour with a guy.
Yeah.
What was his name?
Rodney Crowell.
Rodney Crowell. He's a new up and comer.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll make it one day.
Maybe.
So you're from Franklin. You're here right now. Working on some new stuff we were talking about, working on some new stuff. So if you want to hear some new stuff, follow Jolene. And how do they follow you?
At Jolene Dixon on all the socials. And you can also go to my website to sign up for my newsletter, jolenedixon.com.
All right. Well, Jolene, it's a pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for coming.
I'm so excited to be here.
Yeah, give her a round of applause. So next, in the middle hot seat, between all the beautiful women up on stage, Damian Boggs. Welcome, Damian.
Thanks.
So now, talking to you, I just don't get the impression that you grew up in Franklin.
No, I'm not from here.
You're not from here. Where are you from?
Southeast Louisiana.
Oh. I hear they've got some good food there.
I'm a fan. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most people are fans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I heard a rumor that you are a chef.
I am a chef.
So not only do you cook up good music, you cook up good food?
I like to think so.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I do.
Yeah.
The-
I mean, that's what I've heard.
Well, music and food kind of, work hand in glove. If you've got good food, good music, like we have here in Tennessee, I love living here. You got the barbecue, the bluegrass, the traditional country music. You've got bluesy stuff. I mean, good food, good music, good culture. I feel like that's kind of indicative of every cool, culturally relevant place. Like you go, there's good food, there's good music, there's good people. I just come from a place that's more humid.
Right? Hurricanes and humidity.
Yeah, they kind of go
There you
hand
go.
in hand.
In talking, he said something, and I wrote it down because it was very profound, I thought. You can't write songs if you lie to yourself. Oof. If you don't take anything else from tonight, I think that's a good one. I think that being a songwriter, I think that that's really a true thing. You can make up stuff all you want, but if you're lying to yourself about what's real.
Yeah, I'm older. I'm kind of the elder statesman from all these young ladies. I just think if you don't believe it and if it's not real to you, there's no way the people you're trying to sing to or create this landscape of music, they're not going to believe you either. There's a reason George Jones is George Jones, because he was believable. There's a reason all the people that we gravitate to in the artistic world, authenticity. We were having this discussion earlier. Authenticity is your stock in trade as an artist. People are drawn to that, and I think more so than this formulaic approach that a lot of times we have in the music industry. I think authenticity is everything, because we still listen to George Jones because he's awesome.
Right? Absolutely. Well, great. Well, again, Damien Boggs, where can we find you at, Damien? Do you have social media, website?
Yeah, I'm awful at that. But at Damien Boggs, there's some things that'll pop up, and I may or may not be. No, I'm doing Instagram. That's right. Yeah, I'm doing the Instagram with the pictures and the little videos, and mostly it's my daughter, a couple of new guitars I have, and some sad songs. But yeah,
right.
I'd love to have you.
Well, thank you so much for being here. Again, Damien Boggs. So, I don't even know what to say. We had a great conversation. So, I'd like to introduce to you Miss Heidi Pack.
Hello.
And I walked into some conversations. We won't go into detail, but I heard that you're a PK. Do y'all know what a PK is? Preacher's kid, yep. Is that true?
Yeah, so I'm definitely a rebel child as well.
Okay.
So,
So you're the musician. Got it. Okay.
yeah.
And you just moved here not long ago.
Yeah, 8 months ago. 8
Wow.
months ago from Duluth, Minnesota. So, yeah. So if you see or you hear that accent and I sound Canadian, that's why. That's why.
Okay.
Yeah.
So why'd you move to Nashville?
I've loved doing music since I was like 4. The first time I ever got on stage, I actually was at church, and I didn't ever want to get off. And so from that time on, I just had this deep desire to make music, and so I decided to move from Duluth, Minnesota, where there's not a ton of music going on, to Nashville, just to kind of be in the middle of it. Now I'm here.
All right. Well, welcome to
Thank
Nashville. I asked you some questions, and I don't even remember what they are. We'll skip those for now. We'll come back at the end and wrap up. So if we want to find you, where do we find you?
You can find me by just searching Heidi Pack on all social media things and HeidiPack.com.
Okay. And next to you have the wonderful hat-wearing Olivia Mason. Is that right? Hi, Olivia.
Howdy.
Howdy. And I heard that you're a git fiddle player and a fiddle player. Is that right?
You got it.
All right. So after tonight, what are you doing?
I am playing on Broadway in Nashville. I'm playing the fiddle tonight, so.
No steel guitar?
No steel guitar. Not yet. I'm working on it.
Are you? Okay, okay. Steel guitar is a lot of fun. I've never played, but I love the way it,
They're hard.
Yeah, really hard to learn. Anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and kick off with Jolene and our 19 miles right here at Franklin First.
It's so great to be here. I've been to several of these as an audience member, and it's just really wonderful to be up here on stage. So, this is a song I actually saw a video of Tom Hanks, and he was doing a college graduation speech, and he said, in life there are times when, you say to someone that's going through something, this too shall pass, but it's also the good times, those too will pass as well. So appreciating the moment that you're in, the good and the bad, and knowing that it's always going to be changing. So. We can't say no, we let ourselves go and run amok all over town. We do our best, forget the rest, and love like it won't come back around. Well, this feels too good to be true. Can't find the fault in the brand new, all inhibition subdued. So will you stay in this moment with me? Will you stay in this moment with me? The only guarantee we have is this too shall pass. So will you stay in this moment with me? Well, I never knew till there was you, a kiss with kinetic energy, and you felt the scars left on my heart, a mark of a lifelong symmetry. Well, this feels too good to be true. Can't find the fault in the brand new, all inhibition subdued. So will you stay in this moment with me? Will you stay in this moment with me? The only guarantee we have is this too shall pass. So will you stay in this moment with me? We took our chances and we dove right in, a new love to begin. And amidst the trances that we always fall in, to escape where we've been. So will you stay in this moment with me? Will you stay in this moment with me? The only guarantee we have is this too shall pass. So will you stay in this moment with me? Who's next?
Yeah, I'm next, I guess. This is a song I wrote a few years ago. I thought music was kind of going to be a done thing for me. I had some health issues, and it just kind of wasn't working out physically for me to be able to play guitar and sing anymore. And I found my way. I'm blessed. I found my way through it, and I'm efforting to be back playing and creating. And for me, it's just such a form of this ethereal worship. I'm so blessed that I get to do this. Not everybody does, and it sits very deeply for me, but it's very honest and a lot of times very vulnerable. And I'm beat up about a lot of these songs I write, but there's no way I'm that unique where I'm the only person feeling these things, because I'm not that special. My mother has reminded me of that so many times. And also we're just people, like we're just humans trying to make our way from the beginning of the job, the end of the job, taking care of our families, trying to reach people in a way that matters and build lasting relationships with both humanity and the divine and everything that we're doing. And there's just only so many words and so many chords, and we get to play with these, and we're so lucky. We were talking about this earlier, and it's just such a cool thing to do, and I'm so glad that people like you give us the other end of the conversation. It's just a real treat, just a real blessing. This is a song I wrote called Put Down That Whiskey, and I spun the perspective backwards. This song is me singing about someone else, and it should be someone else singing about me, and I hope you enjoy it. I say, you know, I ain't perfect, just ask my whole man. Oh, but I will beg, borrow, and steal, give you all that I can. And I may not have money, but I got these two hands. Oh, and with them I'll build you a soft and a safe place to land. Down that whiskey and come home today. Ain't no man or no mountain gonna stand in my way. Ooh, I love you. Ooh, I love you. And I find myself living between sinner and saint. Oh, but baby, I can love you in every way that he can't. You know that I can always find the truth in your eyes. Oh, where he's finding reasons, excuses, and his heavenly vibes. Oh, and put down that whiskey. Baby, come home today. Ain't no man or no mountain gonna stand in my way. Ooh,
gonna stand in my way. Ooh, I love you. Ooh, I love you. Ooh, I love you.
That was so good. So good. I feel a little scared now that I have to go next, but it's okay. Woo, he told me that he writes these heartbreak songs, but that wins. That wins. Well, this next song I wrote after going to a bar, and there was a guy sitting at the bar, and he would never come over to my side of the bar. He would sit over there and just kind of give me looks. And we both knew at the time that we were not a good couple to be together. And so when I got home late at night, it would be 3 a.m. and he would start calling me and I wouldn't answer. And so I would tell myself maybe if I just go to sleep, I can dream about it and it will be better than just the moment that we're in now. So that's what this song's called. It's called Wake Up, and I hope you like it. Distance between us is making my body go insane. But I know him and he knows me. We can't be trusted when there's no space between the two of us. That shit's dangerous. Like this usually end. A late night call from you at 3 a.m. They say time can heal our wounds, but it's time that's keeping me from you. So I pick up where we left off. Don't you stop holding me, no. Thank you. Thank you so much.
So I am from Franklin originally. I spent about 12 years out in California. Nabbed me a cute Californian boy and drug him back to Franklin with me. So this is for him. It's so easy trepidation of a fresh start is washed away as you melt my heart. And ooh, you see all of me. Every part of you. And ooh, now I believe in the gospel truth of you and me. You and me. You got my number and you know my side. We stumble in the dark but step in time. You stole my script and rewrote my lines. You gave me metaphor and eternal rhyme. Every part of you, and ooh, now I believe in the gospel truth of you and me, you and me. Oh, oh, oh. Cause you see all of me. And ooh, all I need is every part of you. And ooh, now I believe in the gospel truth of you and me. You and me.
That was nice. That was super like joyful, and I'm gonna not do that. But
That's okay.
no, it's not your fault. Not even sure it's my parents' fault. No, I'm happy because I get rid of all this kind of forlorn feelings through music, and I'm not sad. I'm out of tune, but I'm not sad. No, this is for all of us. I'm tuning for all of us. This is a collective thing. It's everybody. Yep, there she is. All right. Hopefully. This is the title track of my last EP. It's called Pointless Love, which is kind of funny to me because I think all love has a point, a beginning and end. And I had a bad dream and I woke up and wrote a song because that's what neurotics like us do. I only identify with this song sometimes. But I hope you enjoy it.
said I woke up alone and I'm already crying. And I'm losing my grip and I don't feel like a trying. Oh, and now that you're gone, I'm stuck here alone. Ooh, and now that you're gone, I don't see the point in holding on. I said, is this how it feels for a heart to be dying? I said, my soul's full of holes and there ain't no denying. Oh, now that you're gone, I'm stuck here alone. Ooh, and now that you're gone, I don't see the point in holding on. I woke up alone and I'm already crying. Yes. I said I'm losing my grip and I don't feel like I ain't even trying. I don't see no point. Yeah. Oh, I don't see no point. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, I don't see the point.
So good. So good. What? Well, before we got up here, we were talking, and he told me, just be authentically yourself. And like I said earlier, I'm definitely the rebel child. I definitely write in a different way than a lot of other writers do. And this song that I wrote is kind of about a girl that stalked me after dating my ex-boyfriend. And I really wanted to do something or, some type of payback. But I thought to myself, well, karma's a... Yeah, and since we're in a church, I'm going to respect my father and just do us a favor here, not use that word. We're going to use witch tonight, but just use your imagination, and that's what the word is supposed to be, okay? Here we go. And I'm going to try my best. If I mess up, I'm so sorry, God. I apologize. I apologize. She is the devil in disguise. She hides the crazy in her eyes. Late at night, I know she thinks of me and the sweet love that I made to her man in Tennessee. Karma's a witch, and I'm so glad that it is, because everything that is coming for her is what she deserves. finds her comfort when she gossips and she spies. Started living her best life when she took over mine. There's an emptiness that lingers, gets worse over time. But karma's a witch, and I'm so glad that it is, because everything that's coming for her is what she deserves. I tried to be the nice guy, I stayed out of her life, but she won't do the same for me. So karma's a bitch, and I'm so glad that it is. Everything that's coming for her is what she deserves. But karma's a witch, and I'm so glad that it is, because everything that's coming for her is what she deserves. Thank you. I did screw up once, but I fixed it.
It's only a mild mess up.
Yeah. And like it was like a boo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Dad. Sorry. Yeah, that Minnesota sorry.
That's great.
It's cute.
Well, this is our last song, I think, right? Yeah. So thank y'all again for coming out. I'm Jolene, and I brought some merch, and I figured I'd play one of the songs from that record. So this is called "I'll Find You." When you're running in circles, no place to hide. When you're scared you might have taken your last ride, and the blood coursing through you is white hot blue. Don't worry, darling, I'll find you. And don't be ashamed when I do, 'cause if you'd look a little closer, I'm just like you. We share the same nose, same pain, same heart. So I'll find you, darling, when the sun goes dark. No clean slate required when you can't tell if you're wide awake or dog tired. No need to start anew. And don't worry, darling, I'll find you. And when your voice in the distance sings Blue Moon, well, I'll be howling like a coyote saying I love you. When you're giving up on this uphill climb, well, I'll find you, darling, in the nick of time. No clean slate required when you can't tell if you're wide awake or dog tired. No need to start anew. And don't worry, darling, don't worry, darling, don't worry, darling, I'll find
Really good. Jolene, you're so excellent. I haven't seen you in years. This is just such a treat. And Heidi, this is fantastic. Thank you guys for coming out and lending your love and support to artists most people don't know that are out here toiling. And we love doing this. Thank you all for allowing us to do this. And this is a song I wrote. It's called A Good Life. This is a song some people kind of, I think, misunderstand that the end of the race is, I don't think it's really that sad. I'm hoping when my time is done and my number is called, I'm hoping that some of the things that I've written in this song will be true for me. I'm hoping that everyone that I've cared about and everyone that I've loved, that I've made that known for them. And if I can do that, if everybody that is in my immediate life and secondary and tertiary, if I've let people know throughout our experience together that I love them, I care about you, and I've got you, whether it's seen as deserved or not, I'm trying to be better at that as I get older and wiser and slower and fatter. Like I got no hair. It's like I'm a hybrid. I've got a solar panel and a gas tank. It's a whole thing. Anyway, back to the song about the funeral. His song is called A Good Life, and it does come off as a little macabre or forlorn, but for me, man, when y'all are playing fiddles and dancing and they've thrown me in a Glad trash bag, 'cause don't waste money on a box for me. Come on, man. Like, y'all better roast a pig and cook some crawfish, and somebody better bring a fiddle and let's dance. 'Cause I'm going somewhere. I don't know about y'all, but I know where I'm headed. If I've done this even halfway right, it's not the end of it. So I'm hoping when my number is called that I get to say, I've had a good life. I've tried, and if the people that I love know that they're loved, I'm good. Push me in a corner, put on that LSU game, and y'all can boo that, I get it. Look, we lost this week. Anyway, I didn't hire Brian Kelly. That dude's got no defense. Anyway, I hope y'all like this song, and it's not sad. It's more of a request to me. It's more of a, like, this resolute thing. Like, I want to love people so much that when I'm gone, they know it and we're good. So I thank y'all for allowing me to play for y'all tonight. Buried her on a Wednesday under a sky of pure blue. All the angels were singing a song that only we knew. And I hope that you're watching, and I hope you approve of this, our tribute, and honor you. And tell me you know that I loved you. Tell me you know that I tried.
buried her on a Wednesday under a sky of pure blue. All the angels were singing a song that only we knew. And tell me you know that I loved you. And tell me you know that I tried. And tell me that we had a good life. Oh, and tell me this, I can be satisfied. Oh, and tell me this, I can be satisfied. I buried her on a Wednesday under a sky of pure blue. All the angels were singing a song that only we knew. Only we knew. Thanks so much.
All right. Well, again, you guys, my name is Heidi Pack, and I'm new to the city. So if you guys want to follow me or do any of that stuff, I would appreciate it. I could use some friends in this town. So this last song that I have written is called Cowgirl. And I wrote it because I was kind of listening to the radio and hearing about all these songs about men's tractors, how sexy they are, how we like to ride them, all those things. And I thought to myself, there hasn't been like a ladies' version of this song yet. And so I decided to write it. Earlier I was talking about my dad, and I'm like, if my dad can get through this song, you guys can. So without further ado, here's Cowgirl.
Can I be your cowgirl? I'll meet you in between the sheets. You can just lay back and I'll take the reins. And I can guarantee by the end of the night you'll be broken and brittle for life, 'cause you like how I ride. And I can feel your strength beneath me as you press into my thighs. But honey, settle down, this ain't no 8-second ride. Baby, be my stallion. Watch our shadows on the wall. I know you feel the tension, but baby, I want more. And I know the way I'm moving makes you wanna lose control. But I don't just want the horse, I want the whole damn rodeo. And I can feel your strength beneath me as you press into my thighs. But honey, settle down, this ain't no 8-second ride. Oh boy, settle down. I said, oh boy, settle down. I can feel your strength beneath me as you pressed into my thighs. But honey, settle down, this ain't no 8-second ride.
Thank you.
Was that 3 songs already? Wow. I was listening. Y'all sound amazing. Give them a round of applause. They sound great. Jolene? Yeah. Jolene. Okay, there we go. I finished. Whew. It's just hard, you know? So, Jolene, you've got some merch back in the back, right?
I do.
What do you got?
I've got some vinyls and some CDs and some custom-made shirts, actually, if anybody wants to come check that out. I'd be appreciative.
All right, and one last time, how do we find you to follow you?
At Jolene Dixon on the socials and jolenedixon.com.
Well, thank you again, Jolene, for being here.
Thank you. You're so good, man.
Damien, thank you for being here. Tell us your website, your socials.
At Damian Boggs, I think Instagram and Facebook.
And
and then my last record's on SoundCloud.
Okay.
It's called Pointless Love. It's got like 6 tracks and an alternate cut of another one because mandolin's cool and I wanted mandolin.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? The fiddle player gets it.
Yeah.
Yes. But no, thank y'all for having me. Jolene and Heidi, just really great company to be in.
Damian Boggs. And Heidi and Olivia, thank y'all so much for being here. How do we follow you?
You can find me by searching Heidi Pack, and if you liked any of those songs, you can find them on Spotify and iTunes.
All right. And Olivia, what about you?
You can find me on Instagram and Facebook at Olivia Mason Music. Those are the only 2 I'm on. So.
All right, and maybe we'll have you sometime doing solo, yeah? Denny, you hear that? Denny, you hear that? All right. Well, again, thank y'all so much. We are going to take a short intermission. I do want to cover a few things. Our donations is at the back. Also on the merch table, we have 19 Miles merchandise. We have hats and mugs and some journals and some steel mugs, some good stuff there. Over to my left, your right, there is a booth with food. How many of y'all got some food? All right. Was it delicious? Karen is great. Also over there, I don't know if you caught this or not, there's coffee and there's apple cider. Yeah, Tis the season for apple cider. So I want to see lots of cups up in the air. And by the way, I was told to tell you, just a quick housekeeping note, with our next act, when he comes up, after the pyro is over, y'all can move up a little bit. It's left over from the KISS World Tour. It said it expires November 1st, but we're still going to try it, okay? Are y'all good with that? Expiration dates really don't mean anything, right? Suggestion, right. All right, anyway, let's take a quick intermission. We'll get Pete Sallis right up here for you. Thank you so much.
Close
tune, I know that. Hello. Check, yeah. I'm a microphone checker. I'm a lyrical gangster. Hanging out at a Methodist church on a Wednesday night, Tuesday night. Don't know. Yeah, sounds great. Yeah. No, I'm good. All right, 10-4. Yeah. Woohoo! All right. Hey, Jim, how you doing? Got the front row.
All right, if you go ahead and make your way to your seats, please remember our exit signs are behind you and to the side. In the event of an emergency during our pyro, okay. Just so everyone, I have witnesses. My wife is calling, but I'm not going to answer right now. Everyone tell her
You're in
that
trouble.
I was doing something in the meantime. All right, how many of you got your apple cider? All right, we got a crowd right here. Is it good? I told you it's good. Yeah, we'll have that in December as well. So welcome back. Thank you for staying. Our pyro technician, I don't know where he went, so we'll work on that. Pyro. But now we have, and I quote, according to the web, the internets, as you will.
The interweb.
The one and only Pete Sallis. Is that right? There's only one of you?
There's a long story. There's a famous actor in England named Peter Sallis. He did the voice of Gromit. And if you're old enough, you know who that is. I don't know who that is. In fact, my own brother-in-law about 10 years ago called me and said, I didn't know you were an actor. And I went, who are you talking to? I've never been an actor. He was thinking that I was famous in a movie called Gromit. He didn't know. He was an older guy. And so I had to break the news that I'm really just a songwriter. I'm not an actor at all. But I think he just passed away like in the last few years. Oh. So that's why my website's not Peter Sallis, because he already had it. That's why my mom said, you got to do something unique. So I did the one and only Pete Sallis is my website. So anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, I appreciate the help, artists. So I did
You all
learn...
know he talks for a living, right?
Right.
Yeah.
They give me a microphone, like I said, you know? So Pete and I go way back. We don't really know each other well, but I've known you a little while. I've followed you on Facebook before my Facebook got hacked, and now I can't access it. Technology.
I remember you were stalking me 15 years ago.
Right.
You were following me in your car. I had to call the police, and that's another story.
But they let me off with a warning because I said, oh, I know him. I'm trying to deliver his pizza.
Wait, you were my pizza?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, anyway.
Thanks for tipping. Anyway, so we've got some friends in common as well. But something I learned, Pete, from your website.
Uh-oh.
You're a drummer?
I was a drummer my whole life growing up.
Wow. I know a lot of drummers. Do you know who hangs out with musicians, right?
Drummers and pizza delivery guys are the same, they're one and the same, you know.
And bass players.
Yeah.
Don't forget them. So, Pete, you've written a lot of songs.
Yeah, many.
So you play drums, and then you transition, got a deal, and you put out original music too, right?
If I have to.
If you have to.
I try to get other people to record my songs. That's kind of the way that's how I make 0.00034% of a penny on Spotify. So I certainly picked the right business for not making money.
So we could talk about AI and songwriting. The Beatles just released a new album, a new song.
Wait, AI? I thought that was A-L this whole time.
Oh.
Like Al?
AI.
AI.
I.
See, I don't have any artificial intelligence or regular intelligence. But
you've got a laundry list of songs.
Let's just say I'm not married, have no kids that I know of, and have no other life than writing songs. So I have to write a lot of songs because I have a lot of free time.
Right.
I don't do anything else. So if you're a single lady and you want to get married, I'll do that just to save myself from writing so many songs.
All right, we'll be doing an auction at the end of the night. Get your bid numbers in the back. You have to buy a hat to have a bid number, though. Yeah.
I like those hats. I want to get one.
We'll get you one.
I'll buy one. Don't worry.
They're $3,000 each. So
this guitar costs that.
You know, something, I haven't asked this before to a writer. Now, I'm a writer, nowhere near your level, right?
You're the same level. I just have written 10,000 songs.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Everyone in here is 3 minutes away from a hit song.
There we go.
You just got to write a 3-minute song. There's no difference.
So you talk about waiting. What does it feel like to have a song on hold? Wait, explain what that means, though.
A song on hold, which I just got one this week. Trisha Yearwood, maybe I'll play that song. But a song on hold means a producer or a manager or the artist themselves had heard a song that you somehow played them, and they said, oh, we like this song. Don't play it for anyone else. Hold it for us. Hence the word hold. You know? They're really good at the holding. It's the recording that they fall short on. Anyone can hold a song. You can hold it here. Hold it here. Hold it. You can hold it in your back pocket, front pocket, in your purse if you carry one. But it's the recording where I make the 0.00034% of a penny on Spotify or iTunes. Yes. Are you auctioning?
That's a great question.
Not in Nashville. They've been trying to do that for a while. In L.A., they do that. They will pay to hold your song. So I wish they would do that in Nashville. But, you know, we're good country folk, and we can't do that. So we have to be nice and smile and grin and bear it.
And how long does a hold last?
Well, I had a song on hold for Kenny Chesney for 18 months.
Now imagine...
I'll make more tonight off of that song. So...
Imagine...
A hold is as good as mold, is kind of what we say now.
Yeah.
In fact, now our publishers will have a song on hold, and they'll have 2 or 3 backup holds. Like, well, artist A wants it, but he probably won't, you know, they never come through, so we got artist B, C. So sometimes you'll have 3 or 4 different artists on a list, you know, of who they want to hold and in the order. So when A falls off, it goes up the ladder, and B becomes A, you know, and so forth. So
imagine doing work and not getting paid for 18 months. Wait, but then it falls through. That's the life of a songwriter.
Hey.
Right?
You got to love songwriting. Well, anyone can write a song. If you love it, you should just do it. I think it's a great thing to create something that was never there before, and then you have a piece of beautiful music, art, whether it's a poem or anything you can create. You're making the world a better place from when you started. Even if it's bad art. I mean, I don't really like bad art, but I've written a lot of bad, stupid songs in my career. So, you know, you should do it.
Yeah. How many are y'all going to go home and write a song? All right.
You want to write one right now?
Oh. Pete Sallis, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, come on. Y'all can hear this out there? I know it sounds great up here, so I don't really care if it sounds great out there, because up here it sounds amazing. So if you have a problem, there's a suggestion box in back, or you can go find Mr. Deaton up there in the back and yell at him. But up here, I sound amazing. You know, I was online. You guys like to hear the stories of how we write these songs? Or? Good, because I don't have one for this one. But no, I do have a story. I was reading online, and I clicked on this video, and this news station was interviewing an 81-year-old multimillionaire. And you're asking yourself, well, why does that matter? How did that inspire a song? Well, he was 81 and had, I think he said he had $18.3 million in the bank. His wife had passed away, so he was a single guy at 81 years old. And they asked him, what do you want to do with the rest of your life? How would you all answer that? Well, what he said made me write this song, because it was such a brilliant answer. He said, well, I'm 81, I'm rich, I want to die broke. And I thought, oh, see, I love reading stories like that make me write this song. So. Now, I got to say, Damien, who sang here earlier, his voice, was amazing. It made my hair, I don't have hair up here, but on my arms, it stood up. I mean, so he should be on The Voice or the talent. I've never been on The Voice or America's Got Talent or any of those shows. I mean, if they had a show called The Body, I would win. Because I can eat pizza like nobody's business. My mom's from Florence, Italy. Her whole side of the family is all Italian, so I got the pasta eating down. But anyway, here we go. Here's my voice. Here we go. I don't know where that came from. So here's a song called Broke. I just wrote this about 2 months ago. I want to skydive from a plane, go all in on roulette 28. See the northern lights, catch a home run at a Yankee game. Put the coffee in the DM, feel the pedal down, checkered flag feeling. So when I take my last lap around, before they put me in the ground, there's no more love left in this heart, no more gas left in my tank. So when they read my will, ain't a dollar bill or a penny left in the bank. I'm heaven bound and hell bent on living life well spent. Yeah, everybody knows you can't take it with you when you go. So when I go, I wanna go broke. I wanna go broke. I wanna wet that fishing line anytime my boy says, Dad, let's go. Take my wife on more date nights till she's drawing our names in a steamed up window. Soak up every single second, so there isn't any question. With the last breath of my life, make sure I say goodbye. With no more love left in this heart, no more gas left in my tank. So when they read my will, ain't a dollar bill or a penny left in the bank. I'm heaven bound and hell bent on living life well spent. Yeah, everybody knows you can't take it with you when you go. So when I go, I wanna go broke. I wanna go broke. Hey, never seen a, what's that line? Yeah, never seen a hearse on a trailer hitch. So when I leave this world, it's just with one wish, that there's no more love left in this heart, no more gas left in my tank. So when they read my will, ain't a dollar bill or a penny left in the bank. I'm heaven bound and hell bent on living a life well spent. Yeah, everybody knows you can't take it with you when you go. So when I go, I wanna go broke. I wanna go broke. boat. Empty heart, empty heart, empty pocket. Broke. Yeah. Does anybody here want to make a pledge to go broke? If I only had CDs to sell, I could make you all go broke tonight. Maybe not. So, you know, my voice ain't as good as, you know, Damien's, but I would give away this guitar to sound like that. To have his voice, holy cow. Has anyone out there ever had a bad relationship? No? Women out there, have you ever dated the guy that's not really a nice guy? I haven't, but not that I'm against it. You could, no lady, I don't hear anyone going, yeah. I know that's all. You all are a bunch of liars. Lying in a church on a Tuesday night. That'd be a good song, actually. Lying in a church on a Tuesday night. I guess the rule is you can't lie. You can lie in church, just not on Sunday. Because like Sundays when it's like everything counts. Is that not true? Well, this song goes out to the ladies. This was put on hold by Blake Shelton 2 weeks ago. So I'm going to do this song. It's all about a guy, and I've been one of them in my life where we kind of figure out way too late that we made a mistake, and we're like, oh, I shouldn't have let her go, because, you know, sometimes guys, we're not the smartest creatures on earth, and you all know that, especially the ladies know that. Raise your hand if you believe that story, if you believe men can be idiots. Okay, I see about everybody's hand up. No. So I love this. It's one of my favorite songs, and I'm hoping Blake records it. As we said, it's on hold. She was a redhead from Kentucky, while there's a bluegrass sweet as honey. She had some green eyes that make any man wanna love her. He was a back pew rebel from Cleveland, with a trail of tears from all his leaving. He loved her just long enough to discover that she was a rainbow that danced between the rain and the sun. He had a fast car just like his heart, always on the run. She was the beauty that painted his sky. She was a rainbow, but he was colorblind. Colorblind, yeah. He was a minute, she was forever. They were a wildfire burning together. She was the brush that made that summer come to life. But he only saw his world in black and white. And she was a rainbow that danced between the rain and the sun. He had a fast car just like his heart, always on the run. She was the beauty that painted his sky. She was a rainbow, but he was colorblind. Oh yeah, colorblind. Yeah. And as the years roll on by, those clouds in the sky keep rolling in, and there's nothing but pain every time that it rains, 'cause he can't forget that she was a rainbow that danced between the rain and the sun. He had a fast car just like his heart, always on the run. She was the beauty that painted his sky. But she was a rainbow, but he was colorblind. Oh, yeah. She was a rainbow, but he was colorblind. Colorblind, yeah. She was a redhead from Kentucky, while there's a bluegrass sweet as honey. She had some green eyes that make any man wanna love her, but he was colorblind. Yeah. Is anyone here from Chicago? Oh, really? I'm from a small town near Chicago called Chicago. And so we have a few people. Anybody from the Wheaton area? Where are you from? Oh, that's like next door pretty much. Wow, that's amazing. Well, I'm glad you came all this way to see me. I appreciate that. It's only an 8-hour drive, but... Speaking of small towns, the reason I bring that up, because I'm from a small town called Chicago. And I never thought that till I went to New York the first time. And when I saw the skyline in New York, it really blew me away. Like there's a city that much bigger than Chicago. And Chicago, I guess, is probably number 2 or 3 still. And so I was talking to my co-writer, and she said she was from a small town too, but she was really from a small town because what started it was she said they used to drive an hour to go to Walmart. And I went, holy crap. Can we say crap in a Methodist church, or is that cool? Can we say, is it cool? Let me hear you say crap. Okay. It's totally fine to say crap in a Methodist church. Only because it's Tuesday. If it was Sunday, I'd have to wear the white collar and have, you know. So when she said she drove an hour to go to Walmart, I mean, they had to drive an hour to go get groceries at the Walmart. Not like just to go get like a plug for your TV, or it was like to get necessities. So I was like, wow, that shocked me that she's really from a small town. And being that I'm from a small town like that, Chicago, we wanted to write a small town song. So is anyone here from a small town? Is Franklin considered a small town? It's probably the wealthiest town in Tennessee, right? Next to Green Hills? No, I think Franklin's a little... Jim. Franklin's... Okay. So we wrote a song about a small town and just kind of the people in a small town. So I'm from the city in Chicago, so here's my version of trying to be country. But it's totally honest and true because she was from a small town. And we wrote this just as a fun thing. And do they say y'all down here? They do? Let me hear you say y'all. No, I meant just her, not everybody. Wow, y'all did that. Can you all say y'all? Wow, y'all sound good. All right, here we go. If this is true for, this is probably true for a lot of you, this song, a lot of these lines. Y'all's main street's only lit up by one stoplight. You leave your screen door and your truck unlocked all night. You're never late 'cause there ain't no traffic. Your radio only picks up static. And you wave to the sheriff as you speed by. Then all y'all's my people, working hard for the dollar, cutting loose in the holler. If you're wearing dust from a John Deere diesel, Living life off a dirt road. You can watch the sun setting slow. You're a six-pack, fly the flag. Love what you got and pray to God under a steeple. Is there a steeple on this place? Under a steeple. Then all y'all's my people. Let me hear you say y'all. Y'all. Wow, I've never done that before. Now I understand why cults do really well. I'm going to change my major if I go back to, I'm not going to go back to college, but if I did, I'd change it to sociology. Study of groups and group dynamics. Okay, now here's the big line. If y'all take a 1-hour road trip to Walmart, your water tower has 2 names and a painted heart. Your front porch has a dog and flag. You hang your laundry on a line out back. Think your buddy's hang tattoo is a work of art. Then all y'all's my people. Working hard for $1, cutting loose in the holler. If you're wearing dust from a John Deere diesel, living life off a dirt road. You can watch the sun setting slow. You're a six-pack, fly the flag. Love what you got and pray to God under the steeple. Then all y'all's my people. All y'all's my people. Let me hear you say y'all. Y'all. We're getting better on the beat. If your neighbor's car won't start and she needs a jump, Jim will come right on over and he'll stay for lunch. 'Cause all y'all's my people. Working hard for $1, cutting loose in the holler. If you're wearing dust from a John Deere diesel, living life off a dirt road. You can watch the sun setting slow. You're a six-pack, fly the flag. Love what you got and pray to God under a steeple. Then all y'all's my people. All y'all's my people. All y'all's my people. Let me hear you say y'all. Yeah, y'all. Hey, that was a short one there. Let me hear you say, hey, y'all. Hey, y'all. All y'all's my people. All y'all's my people. Yeah, what's singing? If I was famous, I'd have to go on the road with me, but I am not close to being famous. You know, I'm really famous in certain parts of the country, like my grandmother's room. I'm pretty famous there. I got pictures of me on the wall everywhere. I'm famous in 5th grade, Kettle Stream, back in Illinois. I was the ping pong champ in 5th grade, and I won a free McDonald's lunch that day. 5th grade ping pong champion. It's hard to do. You should try it. You know, our main goal in life is to get songs recorded by other artists because nobody likes to hear me sing. So my main goal is to get other people to sing songs. Only because they're better singers than me. And this song, if you want to hear a story, I've heard that this song has gone around the world. And many times. I even had Garth Brooks call me about this song. Anybody ever heard of Garth Brooks? Does he go to church here? Dang it. No. He called to tell me, man, Pete, I love this song. I want you to know that any girl would love to hear this song. It's one of the most beautiful songs I've ever heard. And that's what he wanted to say, and he told me that. And he said, well, but I'm not going to record it because I already have 2 ballads on my record. And I was like, in my mind, I was like, you just called to ruin my day. I didn't tell him that, but I said, well, after I stopped crying and choking back the tears, I said, maybe you can cut it on your next record. So I'm hoping on his next record. But I told him, you know, I drive a 2011 Saturn. So if you could cut it, I would love for that to happen just so I could get in the higher, what do you call the 10s? Is there a name for the 2010s? I know the zeros are aughts. Are we back to the 10s now? I don't know. So he called to tell me that, so that ruined my day. And then Lee Bryce put it on hold, but then that didn't work out. And now, just 2 months ago, a band called Shenandoah. Anybody heard of Shenandoah? 6 people. Well, they were big in the 90s, early 90s, huge in country music. And they just signed a record deal this year, and they recorded 6 of their greatest hits and 6 new songs. And this is one of the new songs. So, well, you haven't heard me sing it yet. Because Marty Raybon is one of the best singers in country music. He's one of the top 5, next to Keith Whitley, George Jones. I like Ronnie Dunn. But anyway, he's in the top 5. So I haven't even heard it yet. They're mixing it as we speak. So I love this song. I know it's a song that Garth is still singing to Trisha every night. But this is a good love song. Good one to get married to. I've sang it at many weddings. I'm only 50,000 at a wedding. I'll come sing it. You know, I used to play drums before I was a songwriter. I don't know why I'm saying this. Is this thing going out to the public? Is it? Well, I played my first drumming gig I went to Belmont for 3 years and got a gig as a drummer, so I left school. I never graduated, but I was on the road with Bob Carlisle, who sang Butterfly Kisses, and he was a kind of a big CCM artist. And maybe I shouldn't. Is this going out to the public? Did I already ask that? His main gig now is he sings 3 weddings a year to sing Butterfly Kisses. So I'm trying to get into that vein of work where I only have to work 3 days a year. So I figure I need 50,000 a song, or 50,000. So if there's anyone who wants to get married and have me sing this, if you like this song enough, I'll do it for a lot cheaper, like 45. All right. This goes out to all the ladies, all the single ladies. My number is 615-293. And if you really love me, you'll figure out the next 4. All right. I gotta say, I think of one person every time I sing this. Hopefully she's not here. She doesn't know that yet. I want your shoes under my bed. I want my pillow under your head. I want your toothbrush next to mine, baby. Want to kiss you goodnight every night. You can leave your makeup in my sink and fill my closet full of pink. I want your mess all in my mess, baby. I want your shoes under my bed. Everywhere I look, I wanna see everything you are surrounding me, yeah, surrounding me. I want your lipstick on my cups, your lighted candles around my tub, my hardwood floor to catch your dress. want your shoes under my bed. Everywhere I look, I wanna see everything you are surrounding me. Girl, you can make my dreams come true. If I could spend my forever with you. What I'm trying to say, beautiful girl, is I want your world here in my world. Good Lord knows that I'd be blessed to have your shoes under my bed. Baby, I want your shoes under my bed. Yeah. Thank you, Shenandoah. We love that. Oh, my gosh. How many people like songs out there? I mean, how else would you come here on a Tuesday night? You know? None of you, how many have ever seen me before? Probably 3 of you. So I don't know what y'all are doing. You guys got nothing going on. You got to come here on a Tuesday night to see me. Not that you came to see me. You probably came to see these guys. But, you know, our publishers will send us all over the world to go write songs. And every time I go to L.A., it seems like I get a cut by somebody in pop. You know, 95% of the time I'm writing country music because I live in Nashville, and most of it's country-oriented about small towns, dirt roads, and beer. Now, what's funny is I've never been drunk in my whole life. Never been high on pot or anything. Never done a drug. I don't know why. I mean, I know why I haven't been drunk. When I was probably 10 years old, I went to a July 4th reunion, family reunion in Chicago. And my uncle, who I didn't really know that well, thought it was funny. He gave me a glass of orange juice. It was like 11 a.m. The parade was getting ready to come through town. And he gave me this orange juice, and I was like, oh, thank you, thank you. I dropped it down, and it was a screwdriver. He thought it was funny to tell me there was, you know, I don't even know what they put in it. I said, Jim, what do they put in a screwdriver? Vodka. Here I am at 10 years old drinking vodka like it's water, one gulp, and I swear I probably teared up. My chest was burning, and I never touched it since. So thank you to my uncle who kept me from getting drunk. Oh, I think that was kind of nasty of him. But then again, maybe it worked. So maybe we need to start feeding infants alcohol. I'm just saying, logically, that might work. You know, maybe starting at 1 year old, we could start putting a little vodka and orange juice in the bottle, you know. And you can see why they keep drinking this all right. Dumb idea, bad idea, hey. Anyway, I went to L.A. on this one trip and wrote the song with a guy named Rabel. And I thought it was weird back then, this is probably 8 years ago, but writers out in L.A., they had managers, which was unheard of back then. We definitely didn't have managers here in Nashville, although now it's kind of done, we've kind of followed L.A., but back then. So we wrote the song, and my co-writer sent it off to his writer-manager, and his manager emailed it to this guy named Jimmy Iovine, who's kind of a legend, produced Fleetwood Mac, produced a bunch of people. He, at the time, was running 19 recordings, who was recording all the American Idol artists. And the guy that had won that year, his name's Philip Phillips. He won 2014, 15, I don't know. American Idol. Anyone ever seen that show? Never seen it. I've seen a couple of The Voice, but anyway, so he won it, and they were looking for a song. Actually, he wasn't, but the head of the label was looking for a song, and he heard the song, and he loved it. He sent it right over to Philip Phillips, And of course, you're going to hear this masterpiece from me. He didn't know me from Adam, but Jimmy sent it to Philip Phillips and said, hey, check out this song. Well, Philip replied, it's too pop for me. I don't like it. That was my reaction, too. And Jimmy Iovine said, well, look, you've only got 3 days left in the studio, and you need so many more songs. You're cutting this song. So basically, Jimmy Iovine made Philip Phillips cut this song, which he didn't even like. It was too pop for him. So thank God for Jimmy Iovine, because he cut this. And so far, I just got the 2 million platinum on my wall this year on this song. So this is a pop song. You've probably never heard it by Philip. Anyone ever heard of Philip Phillips? Oh, you have? Oh, okay. So here's my version. You can hear the great version by him. And another thing about, I hope you don't mind me just talking all the time and stopping, but the cool thing about songwriting is like when we wrote the song, it was on a piano. It was real slow, kind of a dirge, ballad, heartbreak. And that's how he pitched it to him. And he ended up cutting it. I remember when I heard this version, when he put it out, it was so not... I would have never known it was my song because it was so different than the original, which I love, that anyone can interpret a great song and put their own little spin on it. And so if you heard my original demo of this, you would go, it's not the same song. But trust me, it is, because it pays 0.00034% of a penny on Spotify still. And I did pay for a 1 month at Planet Fitness with this song. It's only $10 a month. No, I'm just kidding. It's done really well. 2 million. It's the only 2 million plaque I have on my wall. Hold on. Let me tune up. Y'all like guitars in tune? Ooh, close enough. So here's a song that Philip Phillips did not like. Like the ocean pulls the tide in just to hold it close. Like the rain pour in a rainstorm makes the flowers grow. You're the reason I believe in something I don't know. So, you make it so, you make it so easy, yeah. This letting go is so beautiful. You make it so easy to fall so hard. You know, when I wrote this song, I hate to stop in the middle, but I'm known for doing that. I thought that hook was so country. You make it so easy to fall so hard. I thought there's no way anyone in pop music will cut that. But anyway, thanks to Jimmy Iovine. Like a fall leaf from a tall tree landing on the grass. Like the white sand turns a clock hand in an hourglass. You're the reason I believe in something I don't know. You make it so, you make it so, you make it so easy. Letting go is so beautiful. You make it so easy to fall so hard, to fall so hard.
make it so easy. Yeah, this letting go is so beautiful. You make it so easy to fall so hard, to fall so hard. You make it so easy, easy, yeah. Oh, you make it so easy.
Oh, the sensitive sounds of Pete Sallis. That's me, by the way. Have I introduced myself? I'm not the actor in England, Peter Sallis. My name is Peter Sallis, but only my mother can call me Peter. Everyone else calls me Pete. If I ever hear Peter, I run. You know? I have to say, you know, I have to have this iPad with lyrics because I don't remember what I wrote today. And I always tell songwriters, if you can remember the words to your songs, you're not writing enough songs. I'm going to make a T-shirt with that on it. I'm going to do a song. This is by far my favorite co-writer that I wrote this song with. His name is also Pete Sallis, and I wrote this with him. In other words, I wrote this by myself. For those that are not in high school yet, I just wanted to point, and Todd Paichy, I wanted to point that out for you. How about a hand for my buddy Todd Paichy over here? His parents go here. I know you don't know him, but... All right, I'm going to do a song that I wrote for me. And I know nobody will ever cut this song, but I wrote this for my mom. I'm the youngest of 7. Anybody here have 7 kids or more? You do? How many do you have? You look good. You look pretty good. Wow. So I get the love of music from my mother, who my whole life played the piano. And it was just an upright piano. It wasn't anything really glorified, or it wasn't a grand piano. We could never, I grew up eating rice and beans, macaroni and cheese, anything that you could spread far for 7 kids on little money. Y'all know what I mean? Beans. I haven't had a baked bean since I was 20 because I've rebelled against beans since I ate them every meal growing up. They were in my bottle when I was young. It's not a lie. Bean juice. But I got my love of music from her and all my sisters. I have 4 sisters and 2 brothers. All my sisters played piano. I got it from my mom. And my mom could sight read anything. You could put anything from a hymn to Chopin, to Mozart, anything in front of her, and she could just sight read it. She was a freak of nature that way. And so I grew up loving the piano. And I wrote this on a piano, but, well, there's a piano right there. I didn't realize, I don't even know if it's mic'd up. So I'm going to do this on a guitar, but I wrote this on piano for my mom. She passed away a couple years ago. And, your whole world is never the same once your mom goes. The world always looks different ever since that day. So this is a true story. I wrote this for myself and for my mom.
It was just an old upright in the back bedroom. Mama'd play it all day long. She'd forget to eat her food. A couple keys were stuck, pedals covered with rust. But
'cause she could find this beauty even though it never played in tune. 'Cause she loved piano and the places she'd go when her fingers played a melody. That's when she was young and free. I'd wake each morning and her heart was soaring, playing a symphony in her soul. She loved piano. She loved piano. It was there every sunrise to hold the first cup of tea. Pulled her through many nights, 2 jobs, 7 miles to feed. The wood was faded and cracked, some notes sharp, some flat, but she made it sing like angels when I sat at her feet. 'Cause she loved piano and the places she'd go when her fingers played a melody. That's when she was young and free. I'd wake each morning and her heart was soaring, playing a symphony in her soul. 'Cause she loved piano. She loved piano. She was a Mozart till her last breath of life. Standing up in church, there were no words that I could find. So I just sat down behind a baby grand and cried. She loved piano. She loved piano. She loved piano. Thank you, Mama. Oh, you know, it's getting to the point. I've played that maybe 8 times now, and it's now finally getting to the point where I can actually finish. That last verse, I'm always crying. There's only 2 times I finished. This is one. So thank you all for listening. And how do you follow that song? I'm going to do the dumbest song I ever wrote. If I can find it. It is pretty much, it's a true story, but it is one of the dumber songs I've written. And just, it's funny though, I just got a video on my phone last week from a road manager who was backstage, sent me a video of this song, them playing it on stage. And the story goes, I wrote this with a couple girls. At the time, they were 16 and 17. They had started coming to Nashville writing songs. And we, probably written 20 songs. And this one particular day, and when you're 16 and 17 and you're writing with artists that young, 2 young teenagers, females, you can't write about drinking. They ain't old enough, right? Maybe some of you drank before 21, but you all are going to hell if you did. Anyone want to admit it? They drank before? All right. I've never been drunk, so I can get away with telling all that joke. But so you can't write about drinking. You can't write about smoking weed. You can't write about mattress dancing. Anybody know what mattress dancing is? Todd doesn't know yet. We got to explain it to him. So what do you write about when you're writing with 2 younger females? So luckily, they had gone fishing on a Sunday. And they went fishing with a couple guys from high school with them, teenage boys. So they were telling me how all day Sunday they were getting hit on all day by these two boys who were hitting on him all day long, and they were trying to fend him off, and they were getting kind of ticked. And so they told me the story, and I was like, well, let's just write that. We'll just tell a true story. And this is word for word a true story. And they went on to get a record deal at Big Machine, and Maddie and Tay, I wrote this with Maddie and Tay. Anybody heard of them? All three of you, good. All right. Now remember, this is a girl song, so I've said this many times. You can either close your eyes or picture me in a dress. Whichever works out better for you. So here's a true story by Maddie and Tay. Hey! Hey! He pulled up in a red Corvette, salmon shorts and a white V-neck. I said, wow, you know how to dress down for a city guy. We headed out to a spot on the lake, couple zip codes and a cup full of bait. I could tell pretty fast he had more than just bass on his mind. Oh no, I was fishing, he was wishing, we were kissing. I was getting madder than a hornet in an oak Coke can. Getting close and sliding over, playing Captain Casanova, reaching out for my reeling hand. Saying I'm pretty, saying he's in love. Oh, don't get any better than this. I said, yeah, it could. Boy, if you would, shut up and fish. Shut up and fish. By the way, if you're married, you could say this to your spouse. If you're in a relationship, you could say this. It doesn't only have to be to teenage boys. You can look over, even your best friend, right? You can look at Emily and go, hey, shut up and fish. Right? Okay. For a little while he calmed down and let up, but then he went right back to pushing his luck. And that line of mine wasn't all I wanted to throw in. Oh no, I was fishing, he was wishing, we were kissing. I was getting madder than a hornet in an oak Coke can. Getting close and sliding over, crowding up my Casper shoulder, reaching out for my reeling hand. Saying I'm pretty, saying he's in love. Oh, don't get any better than this. I said, yeah, it could. Boy, if you would, shut up and fish. Shut up and fish. You want to come sing it? You know it? No? I see you. All right. Hey! I finally had all of him that I could take. So I gave him a cold shower in the lake. What can I say? What can I say? What can I say? I remember being 8 years old at 161 Yuma Lane, Carroll Stream, Illinois, where I grew up. My older brother, David, he was running through the front lawn, drinking a Coke, got stung because a bee had flown into it. Does that happen to anyone? Well, here it's probably more of a beer situation, but anyone ever drink a beer and got stung by a bee? How many have been stung by a bee? Oh, you all liars. So I want to thank my brother. 30 years later, that made it into this song, that whole idea. So I was fishing, he was wishing, we were kissing. I was getting madder than a hornet in an old Coke can. Getting close and sliding over, playing Captain Casanova, reaching out for my reeling hand. Saying I'm pretty, saying he's in love. Oh, don't get any better than this. I said, yeah, it could. Boy, if you would, shut up and fish. Oh, just a little push, 'cause he couldn't just shut up and fish. Shut up and fish. Shut up and fish. Big country ending. I used to be a drummer. Yeah, come on. You know, we're in Franklin, right? Is that a red or a blue kind of county? Do you know what I mean by red and blue? Raise your hand if you're red. Oh, raise your hand if you're blue. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. So the rest of you are just what, mulatto, or what's the other color? Is there yellow, or what's in the middle? How many are red, white, and blue? Yeah, okay. I'm going to try something. Now, I got to say, this song does not necessarily reflect the views of this Methodist church, or even me. I just wrote this a month ago with Trent Willman. You know, he produced Cody Johnson, and we wrote this for Cody Johnson. And I don't know how this is going to come across, but... So this is really my rehearsal, so I'm glad you're all here to hear me practice this. I've only done this one other time. But I remember walking into the co-write, I had my AC/DC shirt on. And for some reason, we were just thinking of that. Yeah, you shook me all night long. Y'all heard that song? You've heard that song? I don't know. Is that possible? Yeah, you shook me all night long. So that's what we ripped off, but... All right, I'm going to try this. Please, let's all join hands real quick. I'm going to pray for myself. Dear Lord, please help me get through this in some form or fashion, respectable of you. We all love you here. I mean, we're Methodists, but we still love you. And here we go. I really should have practiced this, but... I don't know how the old red, white, and blue one day woke up to a nightmare. Once we were proud and leather tough, now we're just a bunch of cream puffs. Man, I swear. Somehow we forgot about our history and the ones who built this land. From honest work, sweat, and blood, and callous hands. Man, I got a plan. Let's make America cowboy again. We need a little more John Wayne, shoot you straight, working man common sense. When you hit the ground, you stand up tall, dust off your hat and climb back on. It's time to make a stand. Let's make America cowboy again. Any cowboys out there? I don't see one hat. Not even a burr. What do you call those burr? What's those metal things? Boots? Burrs? Spurs. Sorry. Boy, I'm from the city. Spurs. Anyone got spurs at home they wear when they go to bed? With your wife? Okay, no cowboys. Okay, this is going to go over great. How many want to be a cowboy? Wish that one day that had grown up, if you could start all over, you'd go back and you'd be a cowboy instead of the accountant or the CPA that you are now. Anybody? Farmers? Yeah? Are you testifying or are you just raising your hand? I can't see. We're in church. It's kind of hard. When people do this, it's like either hallelujah or I agree. Here we go. Second verse. My daddy always told me, son, hand on your heart and stand up when the flag is raised. Yeah, look a man dead in the eye when you shake his hand, and Uncle Sam don't own you a damn thing. Those who don't show respect to the uniform or a badge just slide a size 10 Luke Casey right up their ass. Let's make America cowboy again. Need a little more John Wayne, shoot you straight, working man common sense. When you hit the ground, you stand up tall. Dust off your hat and climb back on. It's time to make a stand. Let's make America cowboy again. Hey! Let's make America cowboy again. I feel like I want to go. Hell, it can't get any worse. Tell me what could it hurt? Let's make America cowboy again. Anybody agree? Need a little more John Wayne. Shoot you straight. Working man common sense. When you hit the ground, you stand up tall. Dust off your hat and climb back on. Time to make a stand. Let's make America cowboy again. Let's make America cowboy again. Everybody, here we go. Yeah, you shook me all night long. Can y'all try that one time? Yeah, you. One more time, keep going. Let's make America. No, I want you to sing the other one. I want to try this. Let's go. Yeah, you shook me all night long. That's your part. Ready? Do it on your own. Here we go. Yeah, you. Can we do it one more time? One more time. Yeah, you. Wow, she is singing it with such vigor over there. I love it. One more time. Yeah, you shook me. Now do it again. One more time. Don't listen to me. Make America cowboy again. One more time. Let's make America cowboy again. See, in music we call that a mashup. It's where you take two songs and hit them together like a car crash. And that was that. So good job. Let's make America cowboy again. That was completely made up, no rehearsal. Y'all did great. You can send me your invoice. Just put it in that suggestion box in the back. All right, I'm going to just keep playing until they yank me off. I don't even know how long this place will play. Can y'all handle a couple more? Now, I have a question. I wrote a song today. Should I even dare to try it? I was hoping you wouldn't say that. And I got to say, it's a Christmas song. Well, no, it doesn't sound like a Christmas song. I'm just saying it is inspired by a Christmas song. And we wrote a Christmas song. And I just wrote this today. So this is really going to be my rehearsal. But I figured since I'm in a Methodist church, and all of us are going to heaven one day, right? How many are going to heaven? Raise your hand. You know, they got an opening next Tuesday. Anybody want to sign up for Tuesday? You know, I had a song I'd play out every now and then. This girl came up to me after and she said, "Pete, I love this song. Would you play this at my funeral?" And she was dead serious. She's still alive. This was like 5 years ago. But she said, "Whenever I die, I'm going to put it in my will. I want you to sing. Maybe I'll do it later, but I want you to sing this at my funeral." And I was like, well, two things. If you want me to sing it at your funeral, can you pay up front? And also, I'm open next Tuesday. That's what I said to her, and she laughed, but... just making sure I remember it. She's engaged to a real good man, one that makes mama proud, the kind that'll stick around. Whispers in the market spread so fast, rumor in the wind that baby isn't his. People talk in a small town. You can bet that they'll spread the news around. First a friend tells a friend of a baby born in Bethlehem. That's how the world found out. People talk in a small town. It wasn't fancy where they laid his head. There was no throne or crown, still they all bowed down. Shepherds remembered what the angels said. Glory in the highest, though they couldn't stay quiet. 'Cause people talk in a small town. You can bet that they'll spread the good news around. Hallelujahs in the air, angels singing everywhere. And that's how the world found out. 'Cause people talk in a small town. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. Grandma told mama, and my mama told me. So when I rock my babies to sleep, there's hallelujahs in the air, angels singing everywhere. That's how the world finds out. 'Cause people talk in a small town. People talk in a small town. People talk in a small town. And when it comes to spreading the news, people talk in a small town. People talk in a small town. First a friend tells a friend of a baby born in Bethlehem. That's how the world finds out. People talk in a small town. Woo, first time.
Merry Christmas, ladies and gentlemen.
There we go. Here comes the yanker. The yanker, get off the stage.
The hook is on the way.
Am I on your way? Am I on your way?
No, you're great.
Oh, okay, thank you. That was my first time doing that song. I'm good. I wrote it today.
Today.
Hey, it's hard to make this look good. But thanks to y'all and your bad eyesight, I look good.
That's why we turn the lights out, you know?
Yeah. The lights go down. Hey, that's how I have... Well, I can't say that in here, can I? But that's what I do when I'm with my lady. I turn the lights out. I'm kidding. That was a bad joke. That went over like a... Kind of sounds like the Middle East right now. Too soon? Too soon? Okay, sorry.
Okay, so Pete Sallis.
Come on, give me a hand. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Don't clap yet. I like this thing right here. I'm going to, when you say that again, you guys got to go nuts because I have a low self-esteem problem. I go to therapy and they say you need to get more clapping in your life. So when you say it, go ahead.
Pete Sallis, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, that's enough. I'll send you the invoice.
So that's
Hey,
two.
thank you all for listening. By the way, you can find all my music online at the one and only PeteSallis.com. All letters, lowercase, the one and only PeteSallis.com. And I'm on Spotify. I only have 3 songs up there because I only make 0.00034% of a penny. But if you do me a favor, if you have Spotify, how many have Spotify? Every night when you go home, put it on my song and go to bed. And put it on repeat. Turn it down. I mean, in 14 years, I'll get a Happy Meal. But thank you all for listening. If you want to meet, I'll meet you out back and say hello.
So before you leave...
Oh, before I leave.
I got a couple of things. For one, you played my favorite song that you've written that I know of.
Which one?
Well...
I did it or I didn't?
You did.
Oh.
And it's got a phrase in it that you even called out. It's the Maddie and Tay song. The Hornet in the Coke can.
True story.
I mean, that's... Mwah, chef's kiss right there. That's my favorite part.
Thank you. Wow, that's your favorite. Oh,
I know. So
I am failing.
But no, because it's a real moment. You know,
Yeah, true story.
I remember when I first heard that song, that was what clicked. So I've got a favor.
Yeah.
So you teased a song that's on hold.
Oh, by Trisha?
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you play just like
I'll do one more.
But because I feel like we're here. You know, he teased it, and we'll see in 7 years what it sounds like.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, 10 years I'll be rich. Yeah. I just watched Yellowstone on Sunday. How many people watch Yellowstone? I love that show because it's really a soap opera for men. Right? That's really all it is. We all know it, but I will admit that. And so I wrote this on a Monday with a girl. Yeah, you can leave now, buddy.
Thank you.
This is my
Go back to my
stage. How about a hand? Come on. This guy's on the radio, AM 950. He is the voice of Franklin.
Hometown radio.
Well, no, I hear you in my nightmares at night, so you're not only on the radio. But anyway, I wrote this on a Monday. And I thought, me and the girl I wrote it with, Audra, we were thinking, let's write a song we think will get on Yellowstone because it's such a cool show. I mean, I don't know anybody on Yellowstone, but God is mysterious and can do miracles. You never know. So we wrote a song that we thought could be on Yellowstone, and that was a Monday. And then on Wednesday, I was golfing at McCabe Golf Course, and ran into Trisha's producer. He was playing golf. I've seen him out there a bunch. But this is the first time he said, hey, Trisha's looking for some songs. You got anything you want to send me? He would go, send me one song. They make sure, because I would send him 100 if he didn't say that. Send me one song. And I said, wow, I just wrote this thing on Yellowstone. She might be great for her. So I sent it to him Wednesday, and on Friday he put it on hold for Trisha. And this was last month, so she hasn't cut anything yet. I'm hoping it makes it. Now remember, this is a girl song, again. Just remember, this is for all the ladies out there. So this is what I thought would be cool on Yellowstone that would be even cooler now if Trisha cut it, because on Spotify I make 0.00034% of a penny. He was a right-away kind. I love a man, leave him back to the wind, not looking back kind. Never seeing her reaching across the bed for him with a tear in her eye. She was a hopeful soul, holding on to nothing, believing it was something worth a pile of gold. Watching that horizon, praying she'll find him in a trail of smoke. But she won't, 'cause he's gone like a tumbleweed in a Texas wind, a John Wayne disappearing into the sun. He loves her strong and true when he's lonely, holds her like she's the only one. He was born to break her heart, he never had a choice. That's the job of a sad song and a cowboy. It's always been that way. The power of his kiss will keep her wanting him long after it breaks. Her happy ending's always pretending he'll stay one day, but he won't change. He's gone like a tumbleweed in a Texas wind, a John Wayne disappearing into the sun. He loves her strong and true when he's lonely, holds her like she's the only one. He was born to break her heart, he never had a choice. That's the job of a sad song and a cowboy. A cowboy. No, it ain't his fault, it's where he belongs. He's gone like a tumbleweed in a Texas wind, a John Wayne disappearing into the sun. He loves her strong and true when he's lonely, holds her like she's the only one. He was born to break her heart, he never had a choice. 'Cause that's the job of a sad song and a cowboy. Oh, a cowboy. He was born to break her heart, he never had a choice. 'Cause that's the job of a sad song and a cowboy. Thank you all for listening.
Pete Sallis, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, James.
Isn't he amazing?
Come on!
Come on!
I'm kidding. Stop it. Stop it. No.
Thank you so much, Pete, for being
Hey,
here.
I want to say thanks to Mr. Deaton back there for making it sound so good up here. I don't know how it sounded out there, but up here I was amazing in this area. Thank you.
A couple of things. Don't forget to stop by. Jolene's got a little bit of merch. 19 Miles has some merch. There's a box back in the back. If you'd like to donate some money or scan the code to donate some money to keep 19 Miles going on. On December 5th, I'm told, the first Tuesday night of the month, if Jody did her math correctly, she's, communications, I don't know about math, but we'll have a great event, 19 Miles. It's going to be, and I do not remember their names right now offhand, but look for that. We'll have 3 main artists and 3 up-and-comers. Rob Hatch, Rebecca Lynn Howard,
Yes.
Styles Harry. It just came to me just like that.
Amazing.
Thank you, Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
But we are partnering with GraceWorks. So if you'd like to bring toys, go to the Manger website for GraceWorks, bring in some toys and stuff for that big event. And this space right here will actually be the Manger the next week.
Nice.
For the kids to come in and go Christmas shopping. So remember that.
And make sure next time, if you